Hello and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Sivanandan and my fellow friends. We are from Group 3 going to present our presentation, which is Intersection Volume Study. But before that, I would like to introduce my group mate. Okay, firstly we have Muhammad Adam bin Abdul Aziz, Muhammad Imran bin Muhammad Azam, Muhammad Syamil bin Muhammad Suhardi, and me, Muhammad Haikal Hakimi bin Abdul Rahim. Okay, for the table of content we have introduction, literature, review, methodology, finding and discussion, and lastly is conclusion. Alright, firstly is background. Okay, the movement of the various users such as bicycle and pedestrian at an intersection are governed by traffic signals. There is a sequence of the sign that periodically repeat its standard traffic signal installation. Cycle, phase and duration are the three fundamental ideas that describe traffic light sequence setting. The cycle is the amount of the time it takes complete a sign signalization sequence for all the movement at the junction. And the phase is the controller. Okay, the problem for the assignment is to improving road safety in worldwide issue to urgently tackle. In Malaysia, 2 Act 1 507 road accident were reported within the first 6 months of this year, an increase of 2.5% compared to 274,556 for the same period last year. Melemai, July 2019. Road traffic accident lead to injuries and deaths affecting individuals, family, and communities. Alright, moreover is objective for this assignment. For this assignment, we have 3 objectives, which is to examine effectiveness of the institutionalized cross-junction design and traffic management technique at the junction, to establish properties and schedules of the traffic improvement, and lastly is to recommend appropriate traffic management technique at the cross-junction. Okay, 9 is a limitation. For the limitation, we have 5 points, which is time, risk, resources, quality, and weather. Okay, firstly is time. Time management is essential for project success, and there are various time constraints you will face during each phase of your project. When you try to increase your project timeline, there will be consequences like extended deadlines, adjustment to term calendar, or less time for the planning. 9 is risk. Project risks are any unexpected occurrences that can affect your project, while most project risks are negative. Sometimes can be positive. For example, a busy road with many transportation at the time. Then is resources. Less resources may affect the project result. Without proper resources allocation can experience lower project quality and increase budget and timeline delays. Okay, other than that is a quality. Project quality is the measure of how well your project deliverable meet initial expectation. Every project constraint affect project quality because project quality is the ultimate result of your project. And lastly is a weather. Whether it can be rain, storm, or extreme sun. Project site cannot be completely protected from the ever-changing weather condition. Yes, it may slightly delay a project.
Thank you to Muhammad Haikal for explanation about the introduction. By the way, my name is Muhammad Syahmi bin Muhammad Suhardi and my number matrix is 06DKA20F2046. Okay, I want to talk about the literature review. First one is road accident and traffic management. Road accident refer to when a vehicle collides with another physical object or even person. Road accidents are very common in a big city due to the increasing number of vehicles on the road. Most of us have witnesses road accident, hear about them on the news and read about them in the newspaper, or have seen them in television or movie. Some roads can be fatal, meaning that they can cause death. Okay, for the next is traffic management. Okay, the first one is control traffic through the enforcement of national and state traffic regulation. Second is educate driver on the proper use of the road. Third, ensure safety of all road use through accident prevention. And last is develop policy and strategy. Okay, for the next slide is a type of conflicts at the junction. We have 3 types, and first one is a diverging, second is a merging, and the third is crossing. Before that, I want to explain about the conflicts. Conflict is defined as the demand for the same highway space by two or more use for the highway. Division are created when the flow of traffic created when the flow of traffic travelling in a single direction separated into different direction, and the crossing is of course when vehicles from different direction attempts to cross path at a single location. Okay, for this slide, I want to explain about the technical in reducing conflict at cross junction. Okay, first is no right turn. Okay, second one is one of the road become one way movement. Okay, the third is both road become one way movement, and the fourth is a change for leg cross junction become staggered junction or roundabout, and the last use channelization. Okay, for the next is a traffic control device at the cross junction. Okay, the first is a regulation device, and second is a warning device, and the last one is guidance device. Okay, last but not least, this is a road use safety at junction. First is improving driving training. Okay, by improving driving training, driver will be more careful, especially when reaching road junction. They need to know when to drive fast or drive slowly. They also need to understand the signs that are near the road so that they are more sensitive while driving. Second is improving vehicle safety. The driven vehicle must be in good condition so that the journey is smooth and safer. Make sure all important components of the vehicle such as tires, brakes, engine, light and another are checked before starting the journey. Okay, last is a reduction of accident risk determined by the road and its environment factor. Drivers should be sensitive to the road condition. They should slow down the vehicle if there is a damaged road to that there is no accident. In addition, the authorities need to pay attention to the condition of the road because that is where accident will occur. Okay, that's all for me. So I will pass the slide to Muhammad Haikal.
Okay, as you can see, this is our location plan. Okay, this is the data for the intersection volume traffic study for Muhammad Imran. 9 is for Muhammad Adam. Okay, this is data for the Muhammad Shami. Okay, this is the last data for the intersection volume traffic study, which is, this is my data, Muhammad Haikal Hakimi. Okay, let's move to the pedestrian and bicyclist volume study. Okay, this is my data, which is the traffic direction is from Melaka to Port Dickson. Okay, as you can see, we have bicycle only that use the road, and the total of the bicyclists is 3 only. Alright, this is data for Muhammad Shami. The traffic direction for this data is from Jalan Polytechnic 14 to Melaka. As you can see, people that use this road only 12. Okay, 9 is data for Muhammad Adam. Okay, the traffic direction is from Jalan Polytechnic 10 to Melaka. The total of the pedestrian and bicyclists that use this road is only 7. Okay, lastly is the traffic direction from Port Dickson to Melaka. The data is for Muhammad Imran. Alright, as you can see, the total pedestrian and bicyclists that use this road is only 9. Okay, next we have counting technique. We have 2 methods for this technique, which is manual and direct method. Okay, for the manual method, this is method of employ a field team to record traffic volume on the pre-described record sheet. By this method, it is possible to obtain data which is not be collected by mechanical counter, such as motorcycle, classification, turning movement and count with the loading condition or number of the occupants are required. While for the direct method is a data counted by using hand tally and manual counter. The advantage for this method is the intersection volume study as well as recycle, classification and turning proportion can be obtained. For the disadvantage for this method is not practicably for long duration count and when flow is high. Okay, this is the example of the counting technique. 1 expressed by 1 to 5, 2 is represented by 2 to 5, 3 is represented by 3 to 5, 4 is denoted by 4 to 5, but 5 is not denoted by 5 to 5 in the graph. For the number 5, draw 4 vertical lines and with a diagonal 1 line through it.
Thank you Haikal Hakimi for giving me the opportunity to present the slide. Now I will read and I will present about the 4.1 traffic intersection volume PCU. I will read the timetable that observed by me. The right turn movement, the total PCU of first type of vehicle is 24. For the total second PCU is 6.6. The total for the third PCU is 0. For the total of the fourth types of vehicles, PCU is 0. For the fifth is 0 too, and the total of the PCU of 6 types of vehicles is 1. And for the left turn movement, for the total PCU of the first is 25. For the total PCU of the second is 5.61, and for the third total PCU is 1, and for the fourth, fifth and sixth total PCU are 0. Now the true traffic movement. The total of the first type of vehicles of PCU are 47. The total PCU of second types of vehicles is 6.6. For the total PCU of the third types of vehicles is 0, and the total of the fourth PCU is 5.25, and for the total of the 5 types of vehicle are 9, and the last total PCU of the 6 type vehicles are 9. Now I will read the timetable that observed by Muhammad Adam. For the right turn movement, the total PCU of first types of vehicles is 29. For the second total PCU is 9.9. For the third total PCU is 0, and for the fourth total PCU is 3.5. The fifth total PCU is 2.25, and the sixth total PCU is 0. For the left turn movement, the first total PCU are 25. The second total PCU is 5.28. For the third total PCU is 1.75. For the fourth total PCU is 0, and for the fifth and the sixth total PCU is 0 too. For the true traffic movement, for the first types of vehicles, total PCU are 49. For the second total PCU are 9.9. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 5.25. For the total of fifth PCU is 2.25, and the last for the sixth total PCU is 9. Then the timetable that observed by Haikal Hakimi. For the right turn movement, the total first of PCU is 222. For the second total PCU is 7.26. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 1.75. For the fifth total PCU and the sixth total PCU is 0. The left turn movement, the total first of PCU is 17. For the total second of PCU is 3.96. For the third, fourth total PCU is 0. For the fifth total PCU is 2.25, and for the sixth total PCU is 4.5. And for the true traffic movement, the first total PCU is 15. For the second total PCU is 3.96. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 1.75. For the fifth and the sixth total PCU is 0. And last, I will read the timetable that observed by Muhammad Syahmi bin Suhardi. For the right turn movement, the total first of PCU is 23. For the second total PCU is 9.24. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 1.75. For the fifth total PCU is 0. And for the sixth total PCU is 4.5. For left turn movement, the total first of PCU is 26. For the second total PCU is 6.27. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 0.2. For the fifth total PCU is 2.25. And for total of 6 of PCU is 2.25. And for the last through traffic movement, the total first PCU is 45. For the second total PCU is 9.9. For the third total PCU is 0. For the fourth total PCU is 3.5. For the fifth total PCU is 2.35. And for the last, the sixth total of PCU is 0. And now I will read the 4.2 pedestrians and bicyclists counts. First thing first, traffic direction from PD to Melaka by me. For the left turn movement, the child pedestrians, the total of child pedestrians is 4. For the total of adult pedestrians is 1. And for the total of the bicyclists is 2. For the right turn movement is 0. For the through movement, for the child pedestrians total are 0, adult pedestrians are 0.2, and the total of bicyclists is 2. Now the traffic direction from PD to Melaka by Adam. The through movement is 0. The right turn movement, the child pedestrians is 0, adult pedestrians is 2, and for the bicyclists, total of bicyclists are 4. For the left turn movement, the child pedestrian is 0, for the adult pedestrians is 1, and for the bicyclists, total of bicyclists is 0. Now the traffic direction from PD to Melaka by Haikal. The left turn movement, total of child pedestrian is 0, total of adult pedestrian is 0.2, for the total of bicyclists are 3. Right turn movement, the total of child pedestrians, adult pedestrians, also bicyclists are 0. For the through movements are 0.2. And last traffic direction from PD to Melaka by Syahmi. For the total of child pedestrian, for the left turn movements are 8. For adult pedestrians are 0, and for the bicyclists are 3. For the right turn movement, for the total of child pedestrians are 0, also adult pedestrians are 0.2, but for the bicyclists is 1. For the through movement are 0. And next 4.3, two-phase traffic light circulations. For the Q of the norths are 110.43. For the souths are 120.26. For the east 79.82. And for the west are 124.84. For the lane width, for the north and south are the same, and for the east and west are the same, that's 3.5. For the total Y max of the north and the south are 0.061, and for the east and west of Y max are 0.066. Now to find the Y, we need to y1 plus y2 equal to 0.061 plus 0.066 equals to 0.127. For find the optimum cycle CO, L equal to Li plus Li minus Ai plus 2 plus Ln plus Ln minus An. And for the equation, 2 plus 5.3 plus 2 plus 5.3 equal to 8. And for to find the optimum cycle CO equal to 1.5 L plus 5 over 1 minus Y. 1.5 times 8 plus 5 over 1 minus 0.127 equal to 16.873. To find the actual green time per phase, effective green time, G equal to CO minus L equal to 16.873 minus 8 and equals to 8.873. To find the effective green green time per phase, Gi, equal to y small over y big times G. For the G not south equals to 0.061 over 0.127 times 8.873 equals to 4.262. And for find the G for the east-west equals to 0.066 over 0.127 times 8.873 and equals to 4.611. And for the last actual green time per phase, K equal to G plus L minus A. For the K of the north south equals to 4.262 plus 2 minus 3 equals to 3.262, and for find the K east west equals to 4.611 plus 2 minus 3 equals to 3.611. The time diagram for each phase. To find the RT optimum cycle 16.873 minus with 3 and minus with 3.262 equals to 10.611. And for the phase east-west, the optimum cycle CO 16.873 minus 3.611 plus 3 and equals to 10.262. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to Mama Imran bin Mama Azam for the last presenter. Now I will continue this presenter. We introduce myself. Hello, my name is Muhammad Adam bin Abdul Aziz and my mentor number is 06DK20F2022. As you can see on the screen, in conclusion and recommendation, the improvement of the cross-junction traffic condition largely depend on the modern condition, way of traffic management and control. Advanced traffic signal controller and control the system contributors to the improvement on the urban traffic problem. Smart from traffic signal controller introduced in powerful function and hardware interface. Good quality social benefit have been created through application of intelligent traffic controller to practice. And application results show the smart traffic signal controller will be improvement. The next slide I want to talk about recommendation. First point is optimum vehicle composition of a traffic flow consists of 40%. Public transport of bus will there was only 27%. Public transport in our study routes. Let's turn to the next. Is a bicycle should have a specific lane of there on which typical is a place beside the footpath or shoulder, but there was not any specific lane in the route we studied. So it is recommended that a lane system should be introduced in increase efficiency of the route. At the same time, there should be a bicycle specific lanes. Next, non-motorized transportation or electric low-speed vehicle should not be permitted in this type of arterial routes. Although they typically travel on the left lane, but they create a drag force which slow down the high-speed vehicle, which creates congestion. And the last point is there were some large container truck observed on the roads. Congestion can be slightly avoided if this vehicle were allowed only at off-peak hour. As you can see on the screen, this is a new intersection design. Add a pedestrian walkway to the road at the intersection Taman Polytechnic to the prevent accidents. So we proceed to the next slide, which is traffic management technician at the cross junction. We recommend system using wireless technologies. First point, this technique emergency vehicle is equipped with RF transmitter and RF receiver. Is mounted on the signal pole. The next point is when emergency vehicle is coming near to the next intersection, it will send signal to F receiver, and this receiver sends to the main control system. And the last point is the control system will calculate the approximate amount of the times for green signal where emergency vehicle is a move and keeping red light to the remaining lanes. Nearing the end of the presentation is a manual traffic controls management. This is the simplest form of traffic management, mainly includes human in the method. This method, a traffic policeman is standing on each and every cross section of route and control flow and traffic by using signboard. That's all for me. Thank you.